How's it going, everybody? If you are a driver here in Michigan with an auto insurance policy, then this video is for you. A common question that I will get is around your liability coverage limits and how much coverage you actually need in this area on your policy. So in this video, I want to go over what liability actually covers on a personal auto policy, and then what we typically recommend as far as starting points go for your coverage limits. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it, and before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like, share, pass it along with anyone else as well. The short answer that I do want to start out with in this video is that you will need more coverage than just the state minimum requirements. Here in Michigan, those minimum coverage requirements are $50,000 per person and $100,000 per accident. And this would be for the bodily injury part of the policy and is commonly referred to as 5100 coverage limits. But if you are in a serious accident where there are severe injuries, those limits likely will not come close to covering the costs. The medical expenses from an accident like that can add up extremely fast, especially if surgery is needed, long-term care, or anything of that nature. And then along with this, the legal defense costs from a serious accident like that can be extremely high as well. And this part of the policy would provide coverage for those costs as well. And in today's world, the cost of both medical expenses and legal fees are continuing to go up year after year, as well as the potential judgments and settlements due to the lawsuit. So the minimum requirements just really won't stretch very far. This is why we almost always recommend going with at least $250,000 per person and $500,000 per accident, also commonly referred to as 250-500. This gives you much better coverage in case a serious accident does happen. And an important point to note with this that is just as important is that you do want to make sure your uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage also matches these coverage limits. In Michigan, we do have a very high rate of uninsured drivers, so you do want to make sure you have enough coverage in that area as well. And now something you might be asking is, well, what if I don't want 250-500 limits? What if I want the lower coverage limit option? If you do decide to go with those lower coverage limits, every insurance company will actually make you sign off on a form stating that you are okay with the risk of going with the lower coverage option. It's essentially the insurance company's way of saying, we offered you better coverage, but you decided to go with less. And then depending on your financial situation as a whole, you might need more coverage than just the 250-500 limits. If you're a high net worth individual, maybe you own one property, multiple properties, or maybe you have higher risk drivers in the household like teenagers, your exposure and risk might be higher. So in this case, it could be worth looking into higher coverage limits. And a very cost-effective way to increase your liability coverage is through an umbrella policy. And an umbrella exists in case those underlying limits on your primary policy for your auto or your home are exhausted in a claim situation. And this could provide additional coverage at a relatively low cost. So at the end of the day, liability coverage is really about protecting your assets, your income, your future financial situation in case you are ever involved in a serious accident where there's bad injuries or a lawsuit that follows. It really is one of the most important parts of your auto insurance policy. So thank you for watching, and if you are looking for help with your auto insurance or insurance in general, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to either reach out directly or leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.